Hey everyone, you might have noticed that the new Ubiquiti website has gone through a total redesign. It looks a lot better in my opinion and is a lot easier to navigate through different sections of what you want. So in this video, that's what we're going to be looking at. But also within this video, we're going to be doing a giveaway. The giveaway will consist of the UCG fiber, which is great for your home or your business. We also have the USW-2.5Gb PoE with the adapter. We have a U7 Pro XG, which was one of the newer access points, and we have a G6 Instant. So this is a really great giveaway, and I want to thank Ubiquiti for providing me with this gear. Also, if you want me to show your network rack within an upcoming video of Rate My Rack, let me know in the comments or when you DM me or you tag me. To enter the giveaway, you need to submit a picture of your current network, whether it be a huge rack or a small little network closet. You could tag me on Twitter, you could DM me on Twitter, or you could tag me on Instagram, or you could DM me on Instagram. This is going to be a random draw, and the draw date will be Monday, June 30th at about 12 p.m. EST. The winner, I will post a short who wins, and I will also pin it within the comments. YouTube has nothing to do with this giveaway, and all the details will be in the description below. Now let's go take a look at the new Ubiquiti website. And this is the brand new Ubiquiti website, which looks a whole lot different than the original. We can see right at the top, it says building the future of IT license free. License free is great, and we are taking a ton of people off of other vendors and switching them to Ubiquiti as they don't have any licenses. But we could also see a couple things right here. It is showing our site manager. If we go over to the network, it's going to show us Design Center and some other things. Then we could look at physical security, which is going to show us a couple clips of cameras as well as access. And then we have our integration, which would be something like EV station and our UCG display. We have our multi-site, which would be under unify.ui.com for our site manager. And then we have organizations, which I haven't even played with yet, but this is something I will be doing a video about eventually. Scrolling to the bottom of this first page, it says trusted by industry leaders. And you could see there's a ton of people on here. We have NASA, we have SpaceX, we have Tesla, so on and so forth. So that's really great to see. And then going even further down, we have a case study. So Ubiquiti is doing a bunch of these different case studies for different larger buildouts. I do have a case study. It was for the Jelani Group co-working space, and I will link that down below as well. One of the best things about this new design is it's easy to move around and find out where you want to go. If you're brand new to Ubiquiti, you can see right here, it says start here, and then how it works. That's what we're going to focus on right now. So we have simple, large, massive, and then we have multi-site. I'm going to click on simple because this would be more of a home setup. From the simple page, it brings up a topology of what our home or business network might look like. And then we see on the side, it will have network. Manage your entire network from a single pane of glass, all license free, instantly configure, monitor, and optimize gateway switches, Wi-Fi, and more through the Unify Site Manager. If you want to run Protect, it's going to give you a little spiel about Protect, as well as access and connect. Scrolling down a little bit for this simple deployment, it will say, what do I need? The first thing we would need is a cloud gateway for our Unify setup, and this is going to allow us to use Site Manager, which is completely license free. After that, we have step 2, which is going to be to select a different switch so that we could hardwire all of our connections, whether that be your TVs, your computers, or your phones. And then we could do different add-ons. The add-ons, like most of you know that Ubiquiti has, is different access points, cameras, door access, and we have our new integrations, which would include Unify Talk, Unify Connect in some of their LTE devices. Now within this single page, we could explore Site Manager, Site Magic, which makes a really easy site-to-site VPN. We could look at our device updates, which also is very easy. We could do a full site device update with one click. And then we have our manage admins. Another really nice feature within this page is the ability to compare different products. So I could select either switching, access points, cameras, or door access. We're just going to go with the switches for now. I have the Pro XG 8 PoE, and say I want to compare that to the Enterprise. Well, I could press compare, and then you're going to see all of the different tech specs about these two devices and make a decision on which one you're going to want to buy right from there. Taking a look at a large deployment, this is going to give us pretty much the same thing as the simple deployment, but at a bigger scale. We could see the topology if we're scrolling down. This time for the gateway, it's going to be using a UDM Pro, or maybe you'd be using something like a UDM Pro Max, and you'd be using a larger switch like the Pro Max 48. Then we have massive scale. So massive scale, what that's going to be like a campus-wide network or maybe some sort of school system. Here it's showing us a data center and what they have in there. It looks like they have a couple EFGs and maybe a Cloud Key Enterprise, as well as a bunch of different switches that you could see here, and ENVRs, which ENVRs could scale to huge number of cameras. For this massive scale, it's saying everything ties up to the site manager. We have our WAN switches, and those WAN switches go down to our EFGs, and they're all in VRRP, and we have switch stacking available with our campus aggregation. For our distribution layer, these are going to be our campus switches as well, and they're going to be doing switch stacks. Going down even further, we have our access layer that's also going to be using the campus switches and any of the products that we want to deploy, like access points, cameras, door access, or the new integrations. If you're a business owner or an MSP, using Ubiquiti's Site Manager makes it so easy to manage your customers. You'd see right here on Site Manager, they have about, it looks like 19 different sites that are tied in right to their dashboard. You can manage all of your sites just from one single pane of glass, whether you have 19 or you have 300 different sites. And you could also connect these all together with their Site Magic VPNs. The how it works is a really great starting point if you're new within Ubiquiti, or if you're now going from a small or a simple network up to a massive scale. It's going to show you what you're probably going to need. A couple other things that are nice on this, we have our different resources. So we have Design Center. If you've never used Design Center, it will help you with your deployment and where you're going to be placing your access points with different heat maps. And this also does Unify Protect and will show you the angle of your cameras. The next resource is our tech specs, and this is a great place to compare different devices. And you could also grab marketing images if you want to create a topology. So say we have a U7 Pro XG and we want the marketing images, we could find that here. We could also find all the installation guides and what's in the box, as well as the different data sheets. The other resources that we have is the professional support. We also have the blog, which would show things like Unify Protect 6.0. We also have events and programs. So this would typically just be your Ubiquiti World Conferences, but maybe they're going to be coming out with a couple more. We also have training, which there are some in-class training that could be done. And then we have partner with Unify. I also mentioned that they have case studies. You could see all the case studies here. I believe there's over 20 of them right now, and they're really interesting to read. And then we have our site map, where this is just going to make you pick what you want to go see. For me, this new design is a whole lot better, and for beginners, it's going to be simple to use and to pick out the products that you may want to buy. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the new Ubiquiti website. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.